All right, here we go. Getting you ready for another day in the weekend of action. This is all going to be on Sunday coming up. We'll focus in on what's happening with Santa Anita as they get ready to shut things down there and as they start things up at Churchill Downs. And Churchill Downs has some very important two-year-old races we'll talk about as well. But first, we get started with the Autumn Miss. That's the big race coming up as they make their move to close things down at Santa Anita and move on over to Del Mar for Breeders' Cup World Championships Day. All right, Autumn Miss is a grade 3, 1 mile on the turf course. 9 runners in here. You take a look at what's happening. Precise timing, never been on the turf, but has a nice closing kick and has some speed too. Could be intriguing. Slick obviously is going to be tough to beat and probably going to be your post-time favorite here for Phil D'Amato. 1,000 miles, has some speed. Turf success is not there just yet, but they've had a couple of decent performances over the turf. Innovative, also probably going to be with those back-to-back victories, including that victory in the Grade 3 Harris last time out. They might be your favorite. Warming. Graham Motion, Juan Hernandez. Yeah, they'll be in the mix as well. Take a breath. Very intriguing. Mark Glatt, Hector Barrios. Forenzi Flavor. Deep closer. Comes back off a little bit of a freshening. Wink and a Grin. Another deep closer in good form. Then Lee's Baby Girl. That is your controlling speed to the outside, but I don't know if she's good enough. She tried to steal away in the Grade 3 Harris last time out. They'll probably try the same tactic. I feel like 1,000 miles is going to challenge, and maybe even precise timing to the inside. And that puts me in the mindset to go with a runner that I think is going to be in a perfect spot. Take a breath. If you're a trip handicapper, you can go back and take a look at some of the things that have happened with Take a Breath. Specifically, what happened last time out in that optional claiming event. Slick was the winner there, but if you just go back and look, Take a Breath was full of run with a great ride from Hector Barrios. Only problem is he ran up on hills trying to save ground and come up to the inside and had to absolutely stop and then just pulled the horse up. Horse has a great turn of foot. I think they can't get a worse trip than that. Take a Breath is the selection in the Grade 3 Autumn Miss. And because of the other horses like Innovative and Warming, I think we'll get a price. And Slick is in there too. I think we'll get a price on Take a Breath. That's another good reason to take that runner. That's the number 6 in that race. Right? Then we transition. Let's go to Churchill Downs. Race number, let's go with the Rags to Riches. Or maybe we'll start with the Street Sense. How about we do that? We'll go with the Street Sense first, then we'll go to the Rags to Riches. Street Sense is going to be race number 10. It's a Grade 3 event going a mile and a 16. This is going to be Sunday at Churchill Downs when they open up their meeting. And this one has got an interesting field. The reason why we focus in on these 2-year-old races now is because of what's happening, right? It's the end of the year. 2-year-olds are starting to develop, and you want to start to track them to get ready for the Derby and the Oaks, should they qualify. So in here we have Vost, closer. Ganas, speed. Universe, deep closer. Very Connected, closer. Bricklin, closer. I Did will sit just off the pace and might even try to control. Incredibolt is a runner that can sit in a perfect spot and try to make the move from just off of it. I think what I'm going for here is we've got some runners that are going to be making a little bit of a transition. Universe is a horse I like because of the performances in the first 2 starts. I love what Kenny McPeak does with young horses. I think everybody does. And then not a bad performance, running 3rd in the Grade 1 Champagne, but now takes the blinkers off. Hopefully that horse will settle some more and then make a nice move in the stretch. I like Jose Ortiz in the irons. Universe, 5-2 on the morning line. We might get that post time, maybe even a little bit better because of the other horses that are in the field here. Then we go take a look at our 2-year-old fillies, right? You have to track these to get ready for the Kentucky Oaks. Here we've got them going in the Rags to Riches. That's going to be race number 8. The Sunday card at Churchill Downs, mile and a 16th on the main track. 7 runners lined up here. King Solver to the inside, speed and stretching out. Tearing Up My Heart, no speed, likes to close. America the Great, speed has already tried the route ground and looked pretty good. Life of Joy was ridiculously impressive in the debut performance. Going a mile for Brad Cox. Definitely, she figures in here. The Grumpy Rabbit is a runner that I think is intriguing. Has some versatility. Josie Joe has speed. Go-to Girl. A little bit of pressing, stalking style to the outside. What I like here, and there's a theme that I'm going to be going with coming up on Sunday, and it's all about Kenny McPeak. The Grumpy Rabbit is a runner that I like in here. Not this time as the sire. That's the pedigree, same sire as Final Gambit from last year, who I like quite a bit. The Grumpy Rabbit has shown versatility. Also, all she has done is route. So I think that's one thing that I really like, the fact that she's used to routing, and now she's going to be in a situation where she'll be going a mile and a 16th again. You know, she had a nice even performance last time out, but I think she'll improve with Jose Ortiz. 3-1 morning line. We'll probably get that maybe 5-2.